Imagine a world where every conversation is clear, every message is understood, and every relationship is strengthened through effective communication. One way or another, we've all experienced the frustration of miscommunication, the awkwardness of misunderstandings, and the missed opportunities that can arise from ineffective communication. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this course on the art of effective communication. My name is Tom Roberts, and I've been an HR consultant for over 15 years. In this course, I will help you understand the nitty-gritty of communicating effectively, how and what skills are required to communicate effectively, and how to overcome the barriers to effective communication. Communication basics. Let's cover that. What is communication? I'm sure you asked yourself at some point or the other. Often, when the term communication is used, many people may think of the spoken word. Other people with hearing impairments may think of sign language, and some others who are visually impaired may think of braille and other sounds. This already tells us that communication may have needed to be understood and is not limited to what you had thought it to be. According to the dictionary, communication is defined as the imparting or interchange of thoughts, opinions, or information by speech, writing, or signs. They also find it to be defined as the means of sending messages, orders, etc., including telephone, telegraph, radio, and television. In biology, it is known as an activity by one organism that changes or has the potential to change the behavior of other organisms. All these definitions sum up a comprehensive definition of what communication is. Communication is the exchange of information, ideas, and emotions between individuals or groups. It is a complex process that involves sending, receiving, and understanding messages. Communication can be broadly categorized into three main types. The first being verbal communication. Verbal communication can be categorized into two different parts: oral and written communication. Oral communication involves spoken language, including face-to-face conversations, telephone calls, presentations, and even speeches. Written communication, on the other hand, involves written language, including letters, emails, memos, reports, and documents. Nonverbal communication, on the other hand, is the transmission of messages through body language, facial expressions, gestures, and other nonverbal cues. Paraverbal communication. This refers to the nonverbal aspects of speech, such as tone of voice, pitch, speed, and volume. Remember, effective communication often involves a combination of verbal, nonverbal, and paraverbal elements. It is important to be aware of all three types and how they can impact the message you're trying to convey. Take Shala, a university student who wants to invite Jane, a classmate, to study together for an upcoming exam. She calls Jane on her mobile phone. Jane is busy preparing dinner for her family, but listens attentively to Shala's invitation. She agrees to study together the following day at the library. In the scenario presented, a communication process has occurred. And so we'll look at what is the communication process. A communication process is a cyclical model that involves the following key elements. The first being the sender. And this is the person who initiates communication using a suitable method, that is, the spoken language, written text, or gestures. Secondly, the message. This is the information or idea that the sender intends to convey. The third is the channel. and this is the medium through which the message is transmitted. The fourth, the receiver, and this is the person or entity who receives the message. And the fifth is feedback. This is a response from the receiver to the sender. It can be verbal, non-verbal, or even written. In the scenario above, Shola is the sender. Jane is the receiver. The message is an invitation to study together. The channel through which Shola communicates with Jane is a mobile phone. And the feedback from Jane is an agreement to study together. In this model, we have talked about the basic aspects of communication, which is that communication is the exchange of information, ideas, and emotions between individuals or even ground. We also established that communication can take various forms, including verbal, non-verbal, and paraverbal communication. Finally, we agreed that the communication process involves the sender, the message, the channel, the receiver, and feedback. Understanding this process moves us one step closer to communicating effectively.